Scientists from the Medical College of Georgia will soon unveil an app that can assess a person's risk for coronavirus. The app, meant to be used at home, will ask the user questions about location, recent travel history, and possible contact with an infected person. It will also ask about common symptoms of coronavirus infection. This data will be plugged into an algorithm to calculate the user's risk and then alert the nearest testing facility if a health check is indeed needed. The Medical College of Georgia, located in Augusta, the app should be available within a few weeks, and it will be free. We have a special section with plenty of information about coronavirus, and we can answer many of the questions you may have. You can find that at 11alive.com/coronavirus.